In the basement of Yale University sits a book that has humiliated the greatest minds in history. Nazi codebreakers failed. Linguists who deciphered dead languages gave up. Modern AI returned nothing. For 600 years, this manuscript has refused to speak. I'm Arthur Scott, this is case file number 1. Today, we're not solving this mystery, we're separating what we know from what we guess. And maybe the most interesting part isn't the answer, it's why we can't find one. Let's start with what we can actually touch, what we can verify, what exists beyond any doubt. The Voynich Manuscript, officially catalogued as Beinecke MS 408, is a real physical book. It sits in a climate-controlled vault at Yale University's Beinecke Rare Book and Manuscript Library. And here's something important. This isn't some rumored artifact locked away from public eyes. You can view every single page online right now for free. High-resolution scans. The link is in the description. I think that matters because so many mysteries rely on secrecy. This one doesn't. The book is right there. Look at it yourself. So what are we looking at? Approximately 240 pages of handwritten text and illustrations. Some pages appear to be missing. We can tell from gaps in the apparent numbering system. The book measures roughly 23 by 16 centimeters, about the size of a modern paperback novel. The pages are vellum, calfskin parchment, and they've been carbon dated multiple times. The most reliable dating was conducted by the University of Arizona in 2009. Their conclusion: the parchment was produced sometime between 1404 and 1438. Let that sink in. This book is 600 years old. It was made before Columbus sailed to America, before the printing press spread across Europe, before Leonardo da Vinci was born, and we still can't read it. Now let's look at what's inside. The manuscript is divided into what researchers call sections, though the book has no table of contents, no chapter headings, nothing to guide us. We're organizing it based on the types of illustrations we see. The first section is the largest, roughly 130 pages. It contains detailed illustrations of plants, and when I say detailed, I mean detailed. Roots, stems, leaves, flowers. The kind of careful botanical drawings you might find in a medieval herbal guide, a book meant to help identify medicinal plants. Except here's the problem. None of these plants exist. Or let me be more precise. None of them have been definitively matched to any known species. Some look close. Researchers have proposed various candidates over the years. One illustration might resemble a sunflower, which would be remarkable since sunflowers are native to the Americas and wouldn't have reached Europe until decades after this book was made. But even that identification is disputed. The truth is, when you look at these illustrations closely, many appear to be composites. A root from one type of plant, leaves from another, flowers from something else entirely. It's as if someone was drawing from imagination, or from plants we've never seen. And they're not bad drawings. That's what strikes me. These aren't lazy sketches. Whoever made them was observing something carefully, rendering it with attention and skill. They look like careful documentation of something, I just don't know what. The second section contains what appear to be astronomical or astrological diagrams. Circular charts with symbols we recognize: Pisces, Aries, Taurus, familiar zodiac signs, but arranged in ways that don't match any known astronomical system. There are naked female figures, always women, positioned around stars and celestial objects. Some of these diagrams fold out into larger pages, suggesting they were meant to be studied, compared, referenced. Someone thought this information was important enough to deserve extra space. The third section is, honestly, I don't know how to describe it. Dozens of small naked women standing in pools or baths, connected by tubes or channels. Some appear to be swimming, others are surrounded by what might be water, might be something else. Researchers call this the balneological section, relating to baths, or the biological section. What does it depict? Theories range from medieval bathing practices to allegorical representations of the human body to, I don't know, nobody knows. The fourth section shows small illustrations that might be pharmaceutical jars or containers, accompanied by text that might be recipes or instructions. The fifth and final section is almost entirely text. Dense paragraphs with minimal illustration, page after page of the unknown script. So taken together, what do we have? A book with pictures of plants that don't exist, astronomical charts we can't interpret, naked women in tubes for reasons we can't explain, pharmaceutical recipes we can't read, and page after page of text in a script that appears nowhere else in human history. 600 years, countless researchers, and not one confirmed word has ever been read. The text is where the real mystery lives. This script appears nowhere else in history. Not Latin, Greek, Arabic, Hebrew, Chinese. Nothing matches. 20 to 30 distinct characters, consistent with an alphabet. Here's what's strange. Real languages have patterns. Common letters appear frequently. Word distributions follow predictable curves. The Voynich script has these patterns too. In 2013, physicist Marcello Montemurro at Manchester University ran an entropy analysis. His finding: the text contains information content consistent with meaningful language. But compared to known languages, too repetitive, too structured. Words appear in patterns that don't quite match natural writing. It's like someone was trying to write a language, but didn't understand how languages work. Or it's a real language with rules we haven't figured out. Hundreds of people have claimed to decode it. Every few years, Voynich finally solved. None have held up. 2017, Nicholas Gibbs claimed it was abbreviated Latin. Academics demolished his methodology within days. 2019, Gerard Cheshire declared it proto-romance. Linguists called it nonsense. If it's a code, it's resisted every technique we've developed, including methods that broke Nazi Enigma. If it's a language, it left no other trace anywhere. If it's a hoax, someone in the 1400s understood statistics that wouldn't be discovered for 500 years. None of these answers are comfortable. The manuscript is named after Wilfrid Voynich, a Polish book dealer who bought it in 1912, but its history goes further back. The earliest confirmed owner, Georg Baresz, an alchemist in Prague, 1630s. We know because he wrote a letter to scholar Athanasius Kircher describing a mysterious book he couldn't decode. That letter still exists. After Baresz died, it passed to Jan Marcy, Prague University's rector, who sent it to Kircher in Rome around 1665. Marcy's letter mentions a legend that Emperor Rudolf II of Bohemia paid 600 gold ducats for it, and that it was supposedly written by Roger Bacon. We cannot verify this. No bill of sale, no court records. But Rudolf was famous for collecting curiosities. Alchemists, astrologers, strange objects. The manuscript would fit. After Kircher, it disappeared for 200 years. Resurfaced in a Jesuit library near Rome. Voynich bought it in 1912. Spent his life trying to decode and sell it. Failed at both. After his death, it eventually reached Yale in 1969. That's the verified chain from 1637 to today. Before that, rumors only. But the parchment is genuinely 600 years old. The ink matches medieval formulations. If it's a hoax, it was made 6 centuries ago. 5 main theories. I'll be fair to each. Theory 1. Cipher. Someone had secrets, alchemical, medical, heretical, and encoded them. Evidence. Statistical properties match meaningful content. The book is organized like a reference work. Problem. No cipher from this era would survive modern cryptanalysis. We've used supercomputers. If it's a standard cipher, we would have cracked it. Theory 2. Natural language. A real language that died out or was never written elsewhere. Evidence. Word distributions match natural language patterns. Problem. No language exists in isolation. Languages leave traces, loan words, related documents, inscriptions. A language with 0 traces would be unprecedented. Theory 3. Glossolalia. Someone wrote in a trance state. Patterns emerge from the unconscious mind, looking like language but meaning nothing. Evidence. Some glossolalia studies show similar statistics. Problem. The illustrations are detailed and coherent. Drawing complex diagrams requires focused attention, not a trance. Theory 4. Hoax. Someone created it to deceive, maybe to sell to a wealthy collector. Evidence. Plants don't match reality. Charts don't depict real configurations. Maybe it's impressive-looking nonsense. Problem. Maintaining consistent statistics across 240 pages would require knowledge of linguistics that didn't exist in the 1400s. Also, if you're forging for money, why create something so strange no one would buy it? A smart forger would fake something recognizable. Theory 5. Something we haven't considered. Linear B wasn't deciphered until 1952, 3,000 years after it was written. Maybe the Voynich is waiting for its Rosetta Stone. Or maybe some mysteries stay mysteries. You might wonder, we have AI now, why hasn't it cracked this? Several teams have tried. Neural networks, machine learning comparisons against known languages. Results? Interesting but inconclusive. One study found Hebrew showed the highest correlation, but the researchers cautioned the correlation was weak, methodology limited. Here's the problem. AI needs patterns across many examples. We have one Voynich manuscript, nothing to compare it to. This might not be a computational problem, it's an informational one. We might not have enough data to ever know, so where does that leave us? I don't know what this manuscript is, I know what it isn't. Not obviously a hoax, the statistics are too consistent. Not obviously a cipher, our best cryptographers failed. Not obviously a language, no supporting evidence exists. It's in a category by itself. A genuine artifact with genuine mystery. Maybe the person who wrote it knew what it meant. They're gone, their knowledge is gone. We're left with pages whispering in a voice we can't understand. In a world where you can Google anything, here's proof that some doors stay closed. I've linked the Yale archive below. Every page, freely available. Look at it. Make your own judgments. I'm Arthur Scott. This has been Case File Number 1, the Voynich Manuscript, still waiting to speak. Some mysteries don't need to be solved, but they deserve to be thought about. If this manuscript had landed on your desk, what would your first move be? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious what you see that I might have missed.